so that you can perform certain operations. So that you can perform certain operations. Now, web scraping extracts the data from websites in unstructured format. Okay, web scraping extract the data from websites in the unstructured format, and it helps to collect this unstructured data and convert this data into which format? Structured format. Okay, unstructured, and you convert that into what? Structured format. Okay, by using web scraping again. Now, is it web scraping is illegal? Is web scraping is illegal now? Can I read any information from any websites? So here the question arises whether web scraping is legal or not. Now the answer is that some sites allows it when used legally. The answer is depends on some websites. Depending on some websites, you can say that okay, certain things are legal and certain things are what? Illegal. So the answer is that some sites allows it when used legally. You read information. If you are using that information in legal purpose, then it is not legal, right? If you are using that information for illegal purpose, that is not legal. If you are using that information for illegal purpose, then that is not illegal, right? That is not illegal. If you are using for illegal purpose, then it is not legal. Okay, you have to understand this. Okay, web scraping extracts the data from websites in the unstructured format, and it helps to collect this unstructured data and convert it in a structured form. Is web scraping is illegal? Now the question arises whether web scraping is legal or not. The answer is that some sites allows it when used legally, and web scraping is just a tool. You can use it the right way or wrong way. So that depends on the people, right? So web scraping is illegal if someone tries to scrap the non-public data. So here you find different types of data, right? One is a public data and one more is non-public data. Non-public data means private data, right? So web scraping is illegal if someone tries to scrap which data, non-public data or private data. Non-public data is not reachable to everyone. If you are trying to extract such data, then it is violation of which one? Legal terms. It is violation of legal terms. Okay. So you'll try to use only the data which is public, but private data you don't access it and do certain things, right? So that will not become legal. That becomes what here? Illegal. That is not legal. That becomes what here? Illegal. Illegal, right? So just try to understand what is web scraping. Okay, all of you, just try to understand what is web scraping. Come on, what is web scraping? Tell me what is web scraping. Can you answer it? What is web scraping is? Anyone? Yes, you people are there or not there? Yes, still legal. Yes, I'll show you that. I'll tell you examples on Naresh Reddy only. Okay, I'll try to read the information from Naresh Reddy only. Okay, yes, I'll show you examples with Naresh Reddy only. Okay, extracting scrap from web pages. Extracting scrap. Okay, scrap. You're extracting scrap from web pages. No, no, not like that. Extracting data from websites. Is extract the information from web. Yes, extracting information from the web is called as web scraping. Here, scrap is nothing but data. Yes, very good. You mean to say that? Okay, right. Collecting information from different website and converting into a structured data in local PC. Yes, extract the data from web. Extracting info from web pages or webs is called web scraping. So we can extract data from the website which are publicly, and we cannot extract data from the website which are private. Unstructured to structured means whatever data is available on the websites is unstructured, and that you are converting into what? Structure. Okay, web scraping is a tool. Web scraping is a tool which is used to extract the data from other websites. Now, this website, see, this websites, you are reading information from websites. Yes, sir. You are reading information from websites. The data which is available on websites, it is not in structured fashion. It is in what? Unstructured. And so you try to add some meaning to the data which is extracted from what? Websites. Now that you can call it as which one? Structured data. Means you give some uh, meaningful things, that you can call it as which one? Structured. That you are saying it as which one? Structured. Okay, so there is a two types of data. One is unstructured data and one more is a structured data. Okay, for example, if you take file, in a file the data will not be stored in structured, right? It is not in structured. It is not in structured like database where it is organized in rows and columns. Yes, rows and columns. It is not organized in rows and what? Columns. That you can call it as which one? Unstructured. That is called as unstructured. Okay, that is called as unstructured. That is called as unstructured. Unstructured means which doesn't have any predefined format. It is not having a specific format to organize the data. That is called as which one? Unstructured data. For example, Excel is there. Is it Excel is structured or unstructured? Structured, where it is trying to organize the data in the form of rows and columns, like CSV. CSV is one structure. JSON is one structure. Okay, where you try to organize the data by following certain rules and regulations. Okay, by following certain rules and regulation, that you can call it as what? Structured. Okay, yes. So by reading the data from, see, this is useful by data science people and other people. For example, data science people, they want to do some research on some data. They try to collect the data from various websites. Huge volumes of data, they collect it and then organize that data and do some research, right? So is web scraping is illegal? Is illegal if the data is a public. If the data is a public, then it is legal. If the data is not a public, then it is a illegal. Okay. So what are the components of web scraper? What are the components of web scraper? Okay. What are the components of web scraper or web scraping? A web scraper consists of, now we are the web scrapers, right? We'll try to scrap or read the data. We'll try to scrap or read the data or collect the scrap or data from websites. A web scraper consists of the following components. One is web crawl module. First one is web crawl module. Okay. A very necessary component of web scraper. Okay, web crawler module is to navigate to the target website by making HTTP requests. So you try to use two protocols here. One is HTTP and one more is HTTPS, request to the URL. Now HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and HTTPS stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol with SSL. HTTP plus SSL is called as Secured Socket Layer. Okay, where there will be some encryption and decryption is done from sending data from one end to what? Another end. That is secure. Okay, now first thing what you have to do is you required one module. You required one module which requests for the URL. URL is nothing but uniform resource location or locator, where the resource is available, the resource which you are accessing it. So it's nothing but address. It is nothing but address of the location. So the crawler module download unstructured data. This module will download which data? Unstructured data. But generally this data in the form of which one? HTML content, and passes to the extractor, the next module. Passes to the extractor, that is called as which module? Next module. So first one is crawler module. crawler module. So this crawler module is okay. Web crawler module is used to navigate the target website. It means what this will hold is this will hold the address of what website from which you want to read the data. From which you want to read the data, that is held by which module? Crawler module. Okay. The next one is extractor. The extractor process the fetched HTML content and extract the data into semi-structured format. This is also called as parser module and uses different parsing techniques like regular expression or HTML parsing, DOM parsing or artificial intelligence. Some bots, you'll use extractor bots even for extracting the converting unstructured data into what? Structured data. So there is a web crawler module and there is one more which is called as which module here? Extractor module. And after extracting, what you are doing it, you are trying to transform data transformation and cleaning module. So the extracted data above is not suitable for ready use. It must pass through some cleaning module so that it can use it. So the methods like string manipulation or regular expression can be used for this purpose. Okay, note that extraction and transformation can be performed in a single step. So these both are same actually. Extracting and cleaning or data transformation, both are what here? Same. Okay, the next one is storage module. After extracting the data, you'll try to store this data. After extracting the data, you'll try to store this data in somewhere. You'll try to store in some format, right? So after extracting the data, we need to store. Is it as per our requirement? The storage module will output the data. The storage module will output the data in standard format that can be stored in databases or JSON or what is that? CSV format. So how many steps are there? How many components are there for web scraping? Okay, first one is okay, requesting for the URL. Then after that, extracting it, and after that, cleaning it, and after that, storing it. Okay, first getting the resource link. Okay, creating a web URL or address so that I can read the data, which is called as web crawler module. Okay, then extractor you require, and extracting and data transformation both will done in one step. And after that, you'll try to store this data in one file that can be inside a database or JSON or what or CSV format so that it can be used for performing certain operations. Yes, yes. Crawler module, parser module, cleaning module, storage module. Yes. So these are four steps will be there. But actually extracting and data transformation, cleaning both will be done in one step. Okay now. Right. The next is now what are the Python modules used for web scraping here? Okay. What are the Python modules used for web scraping? What are the Python modules? What are the Python modules used for web scraping here? So web scraping is a process of constructing an agent. Okay, web scraping is a process of constructing an agent which can extract, parse, download, organize useful information from the web automatically. Yes, you have to download BS4, which is nothing but beautiful soap, and you have to download requests. Two things you have to download it. One is beautiful soap or requests. Okay, there are other libraries also provided. In other words, instead of manually saving data from websites, in other words, instead of manually saving data from other websites, the web scraping software will automatically load and extract data from multiple websites as per our requirement. So for that, first thing what you have to do is you have to install one module called which one? Requests. There's one library. What is the name of the library here? Request. So it is a simple Python web scraping library. It is an efficient HTTP library. It is an efficient HTTP library used for accessing web pages. With the help of requests, we can get the raw HTML of web pages, which can then parse it for retrieving the data. So for that, you are trying to use one module. What is the module? Is request module. Request for a specific resource. Okay, a request for a specific resource. So that you are doing it by using which module here? Request module. Okay, it is a simple Python web scraping library. It is an efficient HTTP library used for accessing web pages. With the help of requests, we can get the raw HTML of web pages, which can be parsed by for retrieving what data. So installing the request, how can you install the request? We can install either you create a virtual environment or it can be on global installation with the help of which one pip command. So what you are saying, pip install request. So you can do in command prompt or you can use any IDLE, but I'm using in command prompt. So I'm just writing here pip install. What is this here? Request. So now pip install request. Now this is already installed. If it is not installed, it will install it. Okay. So once the request is installed, request, you are requesting, for the specific web page. We are making a request of a specific web page. We are making the request of a specific web page by using request. You can create a virtual environment. You can also create a virtual environment where you can install. Actually, what is a real environment? OS. You can also create a virtual environment. You can also create a virtual environment where you can store or you can install the Python software. You can install, yeah, you can install the Python software. You can install all the libraries, everything in which environment? Virtual environment, right? But I'm trying to install publicly. I'm not creating any virtual environment here. I'm doing it publicly. I'm not creating any virtual environment here. Okay. I'm not creating any virtual environment. I'm trying to install what here? Publicly. Okay. Not by using any virtual environment. Okay. Okay. Is it clear this one? Right. You directly install it. Array, why? See, this class is not for creating virtual environment, right? Rudal Jen, right? If it is there, I'll tell you how to create virtual. You learn in your regular class, or if not, when you go for other technologies, you learn how to create virtual environment. Okay, now because creating virtual environment, if I start showing it, right, it is a workshop of virtual environment, not web scraping, right? Okay, that's the reason, please. Okay, okay, fine, thank you. So once it is done, okay, what you have to do is you have to send the request. See here, in this example, we are making get request, get HTTP request for a web page. For this, we need to first import which library? Request library. We need to import which library? Request library. So just open, you can open ideally also, no problem. First import request library. So what you're trying to import? Request library. request. Okay, now request is imported. After importing request to library, okay, we use request to make get HTTP request for the URL. Means we are asking, we are asking to get, we are asking to get some information from what nareshit.com. Okay, now this is nothing but it will try to get a home page. What is the first page of when you open this website? What page you'll get here? Home page. Now you are requesting for which page? Index page. You are requesting for which page? Home page. You are requesting for which page? Home page or index page. Now we can retrieve the content by using dot text property. So what I can do is I'm writing r equal to request dot. I'm saying r equal to request dot. What is that? Get. Get. You have to give the URL. You are saying HTTPS. Okay, colon slash slash some naresheti.com. Naresheti.com. Right. So it means we get a request. I send a request to naresheti.com. Now we can retrieve the content by using which property? Text property. I can simply write r dot text. R dot text. Now this will get the complete text. Now how many lines of HTML is there? 3203 lines of HTML is there, but I cannot see that here. Okay. So this complete thing is HTML related or not? Yes. So this complete thing is related with HTML only. So all these tags and content, okay, all these tags and content, everything is available or not? Yes. Okay, now you can see. If you want, you can see the same thing. Because it's a large amount of data is there here. Now, if you want, you can see the same thing. Just open nareshit.com. So www.nareshit.com here. So I'm just writing nareshit.com here. Now this complete web page, if you see view source, view page source. So is it this complete source is there, right? This complete source, whatever page source is there, all this information, all this information is read. All this information is read by using which object? Request object. You can see all this document type. Now this is one HTML or not? HTML page or not? Yes. This complete thing is an HTML page. This is a complete HTML page. Which page it is? First page, which is also called as home page, right? I'll just close it because it's taking some time, right? So I just close there because it's taking time because it requires a lot of space. Yes, HTML content can be changed into organized data. Yes, you can convert this into JSON and XML format by using which one? Beautiful soap. By using which one? Beautiful soap. Now, what is beautiful soap here is parsers. It will provide different parsers. Okay, it will try to provide different parsers, right? So by using which you can parse this HTML content. Okay, you can parse and you can organize in DOM format and you can read data. Suppose you want to read the content of H1, you want to read the content of a list, You want to read the content of different things. Okay, you can read it. Okay, you can read it, right? You can read it. Yes. So that is what the last step is, right? That is what last step is. That is the last step what you're trying to do it. Okay. Yes. Okay. So then this is how you are trying to read the data. This is how you are trying to read the data from how many websites here? Only one website. The thing is, this is reading data from how many websites? Only one website. So for that, you are trying to use which one here? Request. So using request, yeah, I'll show you here. Step by step, we'll see that. Srinivasa Rao. Okay, I'll show you. Don't worry. Step by step, we'll see that. So first part we are learning, right? Second part we'll learn. Okay, now. Yes, don't worry about that. So request.get. What you are trying to get here? You are trying to get the data. You are trying to get resource from where? naresheti.com. So URL lib3 is there. Okay. It is another Python library that can be used to retrieve data from URLs, similar to request library only. Similar to which one? Request only, but this will try to install from different websites, not from one website. You can able to read from different websites. Okay, URL lib3. Now you can install this URL lib3. Now you can say pip install. Okay, pip install URL. Okay, URL lib3. You can install. This is already installed in my system. This is already installed in my system, right? Okay. Now what you're trying to do is, now here you have a pool managers. Okay. So within the pool manager, what you can do is you can put multiple requests. Okay. Just here, scrapping using URL lib3 and beautiful soap. In the following example, web scraping the web pages using URL lib3 and beautiful soap. We are using URL lib3 at the place of request library. For getting the raw HTML from web page, then we can use a beautiful soap. You can use a beautiful soap for parsing the data, for parsing that HTML data. For parsing that HTML data, you are trying to use one tool, one library. What is that library? Beautiful soap. Parsing that HTML data, you are trying to use which one? Beautiful soap. Now import URL lib3 from BS4. BS4 is nothing but BS is nothing but beautiful soap, and this is a current version. And HTTP equal to URL lib3 dot pool manager. It means you can send multiple requests by saying R equal to HTTP request. And what is the request you are sending here? Get request. And you are saying HTTPS slash nareshit.com. It means if you want to read the data from different websites, if you want to read the data from different websites, you can go for URL lib3, but only one websites. You can use a request or you can use what? URL lib3. Anything you can use it. And you are trying to say soap equal to beautiful soap and r dot data. But this r dot data is which one here? HTML. And you are parsing it. You are parsing it by using which one? Beautiful soap. Parsing into DOM, and then you are trying to read soap dot title means you'll get the content of which tag? Title tag. Okay, LXML is nothing but you are parsing. LXML is nothing but you are parsing into which format? HTML format. You are creating HTML DOM, And from that, you are extracting the data available inside what title. You are extracting the data available inside what title. You are extracting the data available in title. Just here, this is nareshit.com, right? So there is a title. This is a title, right? Best Training Institute is what here? Title. This is a title. Now this is a web page. Okay, this is a web page. This is HTML page, right? So within this HTML page, okay, there is a title. So what is this title here? Tag, right? What is the title here? Tag. Title is a tag. And within the title, there is a data. Best Online Training Institute, Best Software Training. This is a title or not? Yes. I want to read this title. What I want is I want to read this title. How can I read this title? How can I read this title? Okay. I'm trying to extract it by creating a DOM object. For that HTML, I created DOM by using which one? Beautiful soap. So you are using this data and you are creating a DOM, and then you are trying to get the content of which one? Soap.title, and then soap.title dot which one here? Text. So whatever it is available in the title, the text it will read it. The text it will read it. That is what soap.title and soap.title dot which one? Text. Now somebody is asked this. Somebody is asked this. Srinivas Rao. Srinivas Rao. Okay. What is LXML? What is LXML is now Beautiful Soap is a Python library for pulling data out of HTML and XML files, and it can be used with requests because it needs an input. And to create a soap object, as it can fetch it can fetch the data, cannot fetch a web page by itself. You can use the following Python script gathering web page, title of web page and hyperlinks. Title of web page and hyperlinks here. Beautiful Soap is a Python library for pulling data out of HTML and what? XML. So what is this pulling data means? It is using one parser, right? What is LXML is a parser. What is LXML is a parser. It is trying to parse this data in which format? HTML format. Parser. LXML is a parser used by which one? Beautiful Soap. LXML is a parser. What is LXML is? LXML is a parser. You have to install that. So pip install. You have to install pip install. Pip install LXML. LXML also you have to install. This is called as a parser. Requirement is already yes. So LXML will parse, uh, pull the data out of HTML and XML files. It is a parser which parse which data? HTML data, or it can parse which data? XML data. It can parse and create a document. DOM. It will parse and create a DOM for HTML by parser. What is the name of the parser here? LXML. And pool manager. I said, I said this request object can get the request from only one web page. Request object can get the data from only one web page. Request get the data only from one web page. If you want to get the data from multiple web pages or from multiple websites, then you go for URL lib3. URL lib3. It is providing which manager? Pool manager. Okay, now using pool manager, you can put some you can put some links within the pool so that it will try to read it one by one. So that is the advantage of this URL lib3, which will try to pull the data, which will try to read the data from multiple websites. But request is read from only from one websites, but this will read from multiple websites. Okay. So LXML is nothing but what here? Parser. What is LXML here? Parser. LXML is a parser which can able to parse HTML data as well as XML data. Okay, Prajwal. Okay. Yes, you have to use a pool manager. Yes, you have to use pool manager. Okay, right. So beautiful soap. Now you have to import requests and you have to see. You have to install certain modules here. What are the modules you can install? Is request module, BS4 module, LXML module. You have to install. You have to install. Okay, you have to install. Okay, request module. You have to install beautiful BS4 module. You have to install. You have to install. Okay, LXML module. Okay, because LXML is a module, is a parser used by beautiful soap to parse HTML, to parse HTML as well as XML data, to parse HTML and XML data. Okay, to parse HTML or XML content, parse HTML or XML content. Okay, right? Okay, fine. Okay, right? Yes. So what you're trying to do is now that information I provided here, you can see title request dot get some naresheti.com. Now you need to create a soap object as follows, right? You are saying beautiful soap r dot text, but here you are using r dot data because here you are trying to use which one, URL lib. Okay, URL lib. The request contain property called data, but request is having which one here, text, and this text is HTML, right? Now you have to parse this HTML. You have to parse this HTML by using a parser. You have to parse this HTML using a parser, right? You have to parse this HTML using a parser. What is the name of the parser here? LXML. Okay. Now you create a beautiful soap by saying r.text, and this is a parser, and you are trying to get the title. Now just we'll just try to use this code here. So import, we'll write it. And ideally, okay, it is ideally. So get the request from naresheti.com. Yes. So parsing is nothing but organizing. Parsing is nothing but organizing. You'll get HTML unstructured, right? You'll get unstructured, right? HTML page you'll get. That page should be organized so that after parsing, I can get whatever information I want it. Parsing, HTML parsing is nothing but it will try to organize all those HTML tags in the form of one tree. All those HTML tags will be organized in the form of tree. That you call it as DOM. It will create a DOM object for each web page. It will create a DOM. DOM is nothing but document object model. It will create a DOM for each web page. And once it create a DOM, using the DOM, I can read the content of specific element. I can use all the methods what you use in JavaScript. Okay, that is how you manipulate the content of web page dynamically by creating which object, DOM object, right? So JavaScript, like that. Here also same thing. Okay, you are trying to get what you are trying to get here, title. What you are trying to get here, title, right? So once you run this, okay, once you run this module, okay, you can see title. Title is get. So best online and training institute, best software training institute. This is a title. And how can I get the content of the title? By using title. Title dot text. What is the content of this title? best online training institute and best software training institute. So that is how I read the content of that title dot text. Soap dot title dot text means all these web tags, I mean whatever HTML tags are there, all these tags will be organized in the hierarchy of tree. That tree structure is called as DOM. The tree structure is called as which one? DOM. Okay, that tree structure is nothing but what a DOM. It will create DOM, document object model for every web page. For every web page, it will create it. Okay, yes. So it will create one. Yes, because until unless you don't parse it, until unless you don't parse it, you cannot able to read the data. Until unless you don't parse it, you cannot able to read what? Data. Okay, so parsing has to be done. Parsing has to be done means it has to be organized properly. It has to be organized properly. Okay, it has to be organized properly. Okay, so that is the job of which one? Parsers. That is the job of which one here? Parsers. Okay, so don't be confused here. Okay, don't be confused. What is the job of parsers today? So that is the job of parsers here, right? Okay, is it clear this one? All of you? Yes. Is it clear? Everyone? Okay. Because you must have some idea about what is web scraping, right? Okay, that's the reason I've just taken this particular topic. Now there is LXML, right? LXML is what here? Another library. We are going to discuss for web scraping is LXML. It is a high performance HTML, high performance HTML and XML parsing library. High performance HTML and XML parsing library. Okay, to process data that has been scrapped. Okay, scrapped. We must store that data, our local machine, in a particular format like CSV, JSON, or in database like MySQL. So after getting this data, where you'll store this data in one file, either in CSV format, or JSON format, or it can be what? Databases like MySQL. Okay. Yes. First, we are going to write information after grabbing from web page into a CSV file or spreadsheet. Let us first understand a simple example in which we will first grab information using beautiful SOAP module, and then by using Python CSV module, we'll write this textual information into what? CSV file. Okay. So what you are trying to do here, you are trying to import these modules, import request, beautiful SOAP, and import CSV module. So I try to import how many modules here? 3 modules here. Okay. So CSV also, because after reading it, where I'm trying to store it, after reading it, where I'm trying to store it, I'm trying to store that data in which file? CSV file. If you want, you can store in JSON file, but here I'm trying to store in which file? CSV file. Now you can see. So, and CSV dot writer. Okay, CSV dot writer. Okay, CSV dot. See here, soap equal to, yes. Tell me here, Anas. Anas, yeah, what is your doubt? Tell me, Anas, what is your problem? Hi, sir, and all. Why all? You ask me, not all. Why thank you here? Honest, why thank you? Why thank you here? Why thank you? Okay, fine, no problem. So request.get, what you're saying, request.get, you are getting some data from naresheti.com, but the data what you are getting in HTML, right? You are parsing that HTML and creating one DOM, okay? And then you are creating one CSV file here. Now CSV.writer, okay, I think if you know CSV, just try to understand CSV.writer, and you are trying to open one file. What is the file here? Data processing.csv. But where this file is created in current working directory. If you want to create in a specific location, just give the location where you want to save it. Just give the location where you want to save it. I try to give the location as some E drive. Yeah, it will generally store in present working directory, but I'm trying to put in E drive, E colon backslash backslash. I'm trying to say E colon backslash backslash. It means where my data gets stored in this file, which is created in which drive? E drive. But f dot write row. What row you are writing here? Title. What row you are writing here? Title. Means this is nothing but, it's nothing but which heading? It's nothing but which heading? Column heading. This is column heading, and this is what here? Data. This is a column heading, and this is what here? Data. This is heading, and this is what here? Data. So what is the data I'm writing? Soap dot title dot, which one here? Text. Okay, now once you run this, see, you can read anything you wanted. For example, open e colon backslash backslash. You are trying to open the file in which mode? W mode. Open the file. CSV.writer. You can give individually, but I put in one line only. But you can also give individually, no problem, right? So the file is created here, but where the file is created in which drive? E drive. So just open E drive, and here you find CSV files here. This is CSV file. You can open this in MS Excel. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's locked means we have not closed the file. What we have to do is we have to close the file. Yeah, it is what? Write row. Writer is CSV writer. Here we are using CSV writer. Here we are using CSV writer. Okay, now we are using CSV writer. Okay, so writer is for writing, right? So file we'll try to open separately. We'll try to open separately here. So this is open. We try to open separately this one. And writer, what you are trying to open here? File. And then you are saying file dot, what is it? Close. So this will close the file, right? So then run module. Okay, now file is created here. Okay, so which drive here? A drive. So we'll just open in the notepad first so that we can see. So title, best online and training institute. This is the data, right? So then this CSV, you can load it in data frame and you can apply some statistical operations. Now you can see this is a title and best online training institute, best software institute, right? Okay, this is how you are trying to store the data in which format. This is how you are trying to store the data in which format? CSV format. But here we are trying to read only title, right? Okay, here we are trying to read only title. Okay, here we are trying to read only which one? Title. But sometimes I may read the content of different tags, right? You have a list, list, tables, table tag, list tag. Hmm? No. Excel is not required. Okay, CSV is nothing but is a format which understand by Excel. CSV format is nothing but is a format which understand by which one? Excel. Okay, is a standard import and export format. CSV is a standard import and export format understand by, yes, comma separated values. Comma separated values. Okay. So this is slash slash and the previous one is backslash. Okay, we can use pandas. Yes. The CSV file you can load in pandas, data frame and other things and perform certain operations. Now only basic steps you have to understand, right? But you can read the content from different tags. But I've taken only one tag as an example, that is title. I've taken only one tag for example, that is title. So this is a simple concept. Concept is very simple. But after extracting the data, a lot of things are happening, right? So just try to understand what is web scraping. It's a simple concept. I've just given idea about what is web scraping is, right? I've just given idea about what is web scraping is. And web scraping consists of some basic steps here. Web crawler module, an extractor module, and transformation cleaning module and storage module. All these steps I've explained. So here in crawler module, we are using request, URL lib, and in extractor module, we are using what? Beautiful soap. Okay. We are using extractor module is what? Beautiful soap for parsing HTML and reading it. And after reading it, what you are doing it? You are trying to store that data into CSV format, or you can store in JSON format, and you can store this into what? Database. Okay. Now these are the basic steps. These are the basic steps to work with which one? Web scraping. Okay. But web scraping is a different subject. Okay. Web scraping is a different subject, right? Okay. Which is used by data science people, other people like the persons, those who are working in marketing and other people, they'll try to use this web scraping to scrap the data from different websites, right? Like recommendation systems. Even recommendation systems are built by using what? Web scraping on. Now, suppose when you go to a particular website and when you purchase any product, somebody is scrapping whatever data you are using on which one? Web pages. Even that is done by using what? Web scraping. Okay, so I'll try to share this material in Telegram. I'll try to share this material in what? Telegram. Okay, I'll try to share this material in Telegram. Okay, don't worry about that. I'll try to share in Telegram. Okay. Yes. I just given a brief idea about what is a web scraping is. Okay. But it is not end of web scraping. You can do a lot of things in web scraping. Okay. Now I'll share it. I'll share in my Telegram group. Okay. No web scraping batches. No web scraping patches. Now this is my Telegram. So my Telegram is like code with. Okay, now this is my Telegram. You can join in my Telegram group. Okay, this is my Telegram code with. Yes, this is my Telegram link code with Satish Gupta. Right. This is my Telegram link. You can join it. I'll share this content in the Telegram. Okay, right? Because last time some people they requested to tell about web scraping. Because of that, I said what is web scraping is. Okay, so way to learn expert means you can learn. So many websites are there. I shared already link everyone. So so this is my Telegram link. Okay. So last time some people they asked to share it. So I shared all those things, right? Okay. And now in next what which topic you wanted? Next topic which you want? Web scrap. What is the use of web scraping means? Yes and no. Recommendation system. How it is built? Asif. How recommendation system is built? Okay. Yes. Okay. No problem. Now is it any other topic you wanted? You tell me so that in the next two workshops I'll try to conduct on that topic. Okay. Just try to conduct on that particular topic, right? Okay. Flask. Okay. Microservices with Python. Okay. Okay. Microservices with Python. Okay. Flask microservices. Okay. Flask. Flask and microservices. Okay. Okay. So maybe in the next workshop, we'll try to learn about Flask and then after that microservices like that. No, no, it's a free workshop. It's a free workshop. All these workshops are free. Okay. So next I'll try to conduct workshop on Django role-based user workshop. Okay. Yes. We'll have that. NumPy pandas already available. ETL scripted. Okay. We'll see. Web3 development. Okay. Flask. Flask. Okay. In the next workshop, we'll have Flask. Okay. Now? Right. But anything, anyway, thank you for attending this. Next, when I conduct workshop, I'll place in my Telegram. When I conduct workshop, I'll try to place in my Telegram. Don't worry about that. Okay. New features of Python 3.10. Remaining features. Okay. Okay. We'll try to see it. Okay. Some features we have seen, but some features we have not seen, right? Okay. Already I sent Telegram link. Okay. Yes. This is my Telegram link. Okay. This is my Telegram link. I'll try to upload this in my Telegram. I'll try to upload this in my Telegram. Okay. Now, right. So thank you very much for attending this workshop. Maybe after, maybe next week or some other, we'll try to have one more workshop where we'll talk about another topic. Okay. Now, see, workshop is only the topic which you don't learn in regular class, right? Okay. Ankit, okay, not yet decided. Once it is decided, I'll place. Not yet decided, but once it is decided, I'll try to put in Telegram. Okay. Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Right.